Retirement income for a lifetime. So for life, pretty much. This is week number 20, day number 2 of a year-long course that I've been building here on YouTube that you can watch. Feel free to watch all of the previous 19 weeks and day 1 of this week, week 20, where we're talking about all about retirement income and how we can go in and pretty much retire with real estate, generate retirement income, and everything else. So that's the subject of today's video. And what I typically do is I give you some strategies at the beginning of the video, and then after the video, I start making phone calls and pretty much going shopping. So come, let's go shopping together. We make phone calls, and you can kind of get an idea of what this is like. But you know, what we do is to generate income, and why it's better than anything else, including stocks and everything else with real estate, is because when you go into stocks, if you have $100,000 in your retirement account and you want to buy stocks, you get $100,000 minus the fees worth of stocks. Okay. And when you go into real estate, if you have $100,000, that can be a down payment for, let's say, a $1 million property. And it takes time. You must be patient. And if you put a tenant or a few tenants, let's say this is a fourplex, you put down $100,000, and then you went and bought a $1 million asset, put 4 tenants in it, and then the tenants are paying you, paying your debt down to $900,000. And the more they pay it down, you know, the more equity you create in that property. So what we do here is, what we try to do is we go and we find opportunities where we buy properties below retail value. So if something is worth $1 million, how can I put down the $100,000 and then still buy it for, let's say, 10% off? So I'll buy it for $900,000, right? Put down $100,000, and now we have equity in that property. But what if we can get it for 20% below retail value, or below fair market value? Or what if we could get it for 30% below? So it's like going shopping. Like the department store has a sale, and when it's 10% off, you see a lot of people shopping. When it's 20% off, you see even more people shopping. When you see 30% off, then you see a real big crowd. And we have purchased real estate for even 70% off. And when you see that at a store, that's pretty much when they're going out of business. And it happens in real estate as well. Somebody goes through bankruptcy or whatever, somebody died, they go out of business, and then they'll sell you that property for that steep of a discount. Now, we don't want to make light that whenever you get a property for that much of a discount, you have to make repairs. And that's fine, because let's say you spent 20% making repairs and you really bought it for 50%, or 50 cents on the dollar, right? So, but you still have 50% equity in that property. So that's what we do here. So I've seen a lot of people drive hours, even days, to go and buy a liability, something that they have to pay month after month, and it's not putting any money in their pocket. So we take the literal definition of an asset and not liability from Robert Kiyosaki. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. So when you buy a discounted property, a discounted asset, you immediately can have income, but then you also have the equity. You also have tax write-offs. You also have leverage. And so that's why real estate is very fun, because you have multiple profit centers and multiple incentive centers. So you can't do that with any other investment. So if you want to park your money in real estate, it's a very, very advantageous. And I don't have to convince you. Most people know that what I'm saying is true. The challenge that most people have is, how do I find these properties that are 5, 10, 20% below market value? And that is what I do here. That's what I do with every single video that I post. You see me making phone calls and simply asking the seller. I made some notes here. So there are two types of discounts, and I wrote them down simply to keep things organized, and I will put those in the notes below. But there are two types of properties, or two types of discounts, that I personally look for. I'm not an authority in this space or anything like that. I am simply sharing what I do, and hopefully that makes sense to you, and enough so that you can do it yourself. So the two discounts that I look for when I am calling and looking for these deals, these sales, right, is I look for a discount that allows me to buy the property below retail value. We have already talked about that. But what if somebody doesn't want to sell below retail value, right? What can we do then? How do we make that deal work? Well, if they give me monthly payments that are below retail value. So what is retail value as far as payments? Below rent, below what somebody would pay for rent in the area. So then I take the difference between what I'm paying the seller, if they sell me, if I can get them to agree to sell me their property on payments. I pay every month, just like a car. You're making your car payments, right? And so, and you do that with a mortgage too. But instead of the bank getting the money, then we upgrade the seller to a bank. They become the bank. So the bank and the seller is pretty much all we look for. A lot of people say, well, how can I buy real estate, if without going through a bank? Well, we ask the seller to help us do that. So the seller will be our bank, will finances the property, and we can buy it on payments. And now all we have to worry about is that those monthly payments that we pay the seller do not exceed what we bring in. So what we bring in has to be greater than what we pay the seller. And then what we also pay for expenses, taxes, insurance, things like that. So once we put all of our expenses together and we subtract that from the rent, whatever's left over is what we call the cash flow. Name of this channel is Cash Flow First. So then if we're cash flowing it, say by $400 a month, or $500 in this case, it should be minimum. If we have a $1 million property and we put $100,000 down, we should be, accepting no less than $500 cash flow per month. But then we could even negotiate the $100,000. What if we told the seller, hey, how about we give you, say $25,000 down. And then we don't buy the property at a discount. We'll give you the $1 million that it's worth. Will you allow us to pay you $25,000 down and then go on and pay you monthly, so that we are cash flowing only now $500 a month? And that is after property management is paid. So assuming we're not going to manage that property, right? And if the seller agrees, then we can buy 4 such properties. All we have to do is find 4 deals like that. And now we are generating retirement income, and now we are completely retired, because I can live on $2,000 a month if I am retiring and the kids are gone and things like that. I could make it work. And then the leverage, or what's left over, or the equity after, we have paid down some of these properties, then it allows me to buy another property. And so that's how you're increasing your retirement income, is if you keep adding properties like this. And that's what I do. This is what I do every single day. You will see me here in a little bit making phone calls, looking for a discount. They either discount me from retail value of that property, or they give me a discounted monthly payment. That's it. Either I get a discounted monthly payment or a discounted property, and if we have to pay cash all at once at time of purchase. So that's what we do. And a lot of times, you can if we're buying the property cash, one payment at time of purchase, then we can go ahead and flip that property, or we can just take the contract and go ahead and sell it to somebody like you, who will come in and maybe use your retirement funds that you have in your 401k or IRA, stuff like that, and you can buy it inside of those accounts, and then you enjoy the discount, and so you just bought a discounted property, or we can buy them together. You can partner with me, with my team, and we can go ahead and buy these properties. We go through so many of them. You'll see me in a little bit here making these phone calls and talking with people about, see if they'll give me a discount, again, on either the retail, discount it from the fair market value, or you give me a monthly payment discount, right? But just to get a monthly payment is enough. To get people to agree to doing that is not easy. But if we kiss many frogs, we will find those, and we find those pretty consistently. I mean, I make a ton of phone calls every day. I'm at this pretty much about 8 hours a day. I do this every single day. And then on the weekends, I call still, but it's a lot of work. But doing all of that allows us to generate about probably between 5 and 10 properties per month, that we end up only keeping like 1 or 2. But then those opportunities go to people like you who want to find discounted real estate. And that's what we do. We just pretty much help people find properties that are discounted, so you can generate retirement income. So if you want to work with us, there's a way to contact me in the description box below. With that being said, let's get into it. I'm going to start calling, putting my notes away, and grabbing my pen, and then I'm going to make notes as we go. And so I'm going to show you how to find discounted real estate right now. And let's get started here. If you haven't done so, like and subscribe. So how do we start the process? So the process typically begins, is the easiest thing is to generate people who might be interested. What is hard is the negotiation. So it's easy to find somebody who wants to sell, right? That's not a problem. And you can even go through the MLS, go through Zillow, and then start calling these sellers and just ask them if they will give you either a discount or they will allow you to make payments. That's all we do here. That's all we do, literally all we do. So I'm going to show you how I personally do this so that you are able to replicate it on your end. Now, my encouragement to you is that you just let me handle that and you just kind of take the deals and partner with me. I'm already doing all the work. There's no need for you to do it. But keep watching the video so you can kind of see that what I'm saying is true. And I am having these conversations and they are discounting the properties. So keep watching or watch my other videos. It doesn't happen every time. And since I do this raw, I don't edit any of my videos. You see exactly what I do and you look over my shoulder to kind of make sure that I'm having these conversations and I'm not trying to put out information that it isn't true. So this is all true. So let me get started here. So once we found people who want to sell, we get their phone number. That process is called skip tracing, because typically when they're on Zillow, they are listed by a real estate agent, or you can call it for sale by owners, right? But a lot of people hit them up, so what we do is we want to call properties that are not listed that might want to sell. And so those properties are people who might be behind on their taxes or might be getting a divorce, or they just evicted somebody and they're a tired landlord, right? Then we go and we call them and we have those conversations, but they're off market. So all I generate is off market. I don't hardly ever call people who are on market because I've been there, done that, and it doesn't work as good. How you can get the best deals is if you do off market. So here we go. This one here is in Pennsylvania. It's calling now. This is a for sale by owner. They listed it. It was off market, but now they put it on the market. Picked up, but then hung up. Okay. Now, because you're going to have a lot of data, you want to make sure that you stay organized. And to stay organized, I use a CRM. Everything goes in my CRM, and it allows me to stay nice and organized. And that's pretty much it. It's very, very simple. It's just a lot of work. You have to call all the time. And you want to have a dedicated person to do that. Most people don't have the time to do that, and you shouldn't try to find the time to do that. You should be trying to just make the deal. That's pretty much. Focus on, the bigger stuff is pretty much what I'm advising. Okay, so this next property here is in Florida, Lehigh Acres. It's an empty lot. So you'll have properties like that, and we have a ton of those here, but the idea here would be to build something on it and make the numbers work. Also hung up. Interesting. Okay, this one is also in Florida.
Hello?
Yes, hello, Andrew.
Yes.
Yeah, I was calling you back. I see that you listed your property on the market, Stringfellow.
For a long time. I've been
Okay, okay. I see it's at 455. Are you at all negotiable on that price?
I'm negotiable. We can work out something.
Okay.
Are you a realtor? Or are you just interested in buying it for yourself?
Interested for myself. I'm not an agent. Yeah. What would be your bottom price?
I don't really know. At this point, it's been on the market for a long time. I don't care that much. If it sells, eventually I'm going to want to sell it. But for the moment, I've sold everything I own except that. I wish I hadn't sold anything. So I have mixed feelings about it. But I know it's priced quite high, so I'd be willing to get what's a reasonable price on. Unfortunately, I don't really have time to talk to you right now.
Okay.
But if you would, do you have my email address?
No, if you want to give it to me, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, let's communicate that way. It's probably a better way for us to talk.
Mm-hmm.
My email address is Andrew, ANDREW,
Mm-hmm.
at AIA-FL.com.
Okay. So you said AIA -FL.com.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now, send it to me and I'll get back to you right away, even if I don't do anything other than acknowledge the fact that I got it. So if you don't hear from me within 24 hours, then call me back to find out what happened.
You got it. Thank you, Andrew.
All right, what was your name?
Ben, B-E-N.
Okay, Ben. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Perfect example here is we asked if he's willing to give us a discount, and he said yes, he's negotiable. So, but it is too high, in my opinion. That's way too high. So, because I understand the market, I don't go with everybody that says that they're willing to give us a discount. Let's see. On market 455. Wouldn't mind if it didn't sell. Okay. I'll circle back with him later, like much later, months later. Okay. And the reason you don't want to do this is because there's a lot of wasted time. When in between calls, you see me like making notes and stuff. I noticed things like this phone number is 555-555-5555, right? That's not a real number. And so you have to deal with a lot of those kinds of little petty aggravations until, you have an actual conversation with somebody. This one sold as an example. So you have to go through a lot of that stuff. Sold. Okay, on to the next. But I'm not discouraging you from doing that. I'm only saying if you don't want to deal with the aggravation of doing that. But if you do, it's a very profitable endeavor. So this one also sold. And so what I'm doing now is I'm calling the hardest of all of our leads And I'm going to keep doing that for the next month or so, because these are very tough properties to get. And I want to show you the hardest things, because it does get easier the longer you do it and the more you learn and implement. Okay, here we go. Another property in Lehigh Acres.
Thank you for calling ATA Clinical Trials Company. Presione el número.
Nope. Okay, on to the next. Has not sold. So maybe this is vacant lot again. I take my headphone off once they pick up so you can hear the conversation, but right now it's ringing.
Hello, we are not available.
No answer. Let's go into the next. Okay, Cape Coral. Okay, it's not sold. So let's see here. Okay. It wasn't ready to be called. There's a lot of petty stuff that you have to deal with to make all the systems work. Hey, Isaac, this is Ben. How you doing? Yeah, this is Ben. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I was calling you back about your property there on 7th Street in Cape Coral.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, wanted to see if you still wanted to move forward in selling it.
Depends what you pay.
Okay, how much do you want? Yes.
No, make me offer.
Say again?
Make me offer.
How would I do that? I haven't seen the property. I don't really know anything. I was asking you to you know, see what you thought.
Okay.
You know you know the property. I don't.
Okay.
How much would you like?
You have to find out. When you will find out, you call me back.
Say again?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, well, let me ask you, does it have utilities?
I believe they have water, but everything else is, this is how it's called, tank, forget. Water they have. Electric and water.
So it's got water, you said?
Water and electric.
Water and electric. Okay.
Electricity.
Okay. So what about the sewer? Is it going to be septic or is it city?
No, it's, you have to put, sewer, it will be in future, but not now.
So you have to do septic?
Septic, yeah, you have to, you will put septic. Who will build this proper house for you? They will put septic.
Yeah. I know that. I'm just asking what it needs and what's available there. So I need to put septic. Do I need to dig a well?
I don't know. No, you don't need to well. I don't know about this. This you have to talk to builders, not to me.
No, I have to talk to the city, not the builder.
Not to city, you can talk.
No, builders, you have to pay them to do that. I can find this out. I thought you would have
Okay,
already
of
found this
course.
out.
Okay.
I thought you would have already found this out. You know, I don't understand why you don't know this.
I not what's your question? I not understand.
I'm surprised that you don't know the answers to these questions.
I think here this is investment property. I bought 20 years ago.
Oh, it's an investment property. Okay.
Yeah.
20.
This is land.
Yeah. 20 years ago. Man, that was a long time ago. 20
Long time.
years.
I pay so many taxes on this. You will not pay me this for this lot. How much taxes I pay for 20 years?
Are the taxes really expensive?
No, but it's now it's not, but can go up.
Mm-hmm. No, I understand. You've been paying taxes for all these years. I understand you want to get some of that money back. Okay. Well, I'm interested. How much do you think you will take?
What's your question? Can you repeat?
How much money would you like? What do you want to sell it for?
I'd like a lot of money. If I not get what I want, I will not sell.
Right, but do you want $1,000? You want $2,000? I mean, you know, just what do you feel comfortable with?
No, I will sell you for 40.
You said 20 grand?
40.
Oh, 40,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want 40,000. Okay, let me see here. Hold on. Let me look at this. 40,000. Okay. All right. How about what do you think the rent? I have a question. If I build something on here, could I build only a house, or can I build like a duplex or something?
I don't know. You can start city. This is resident.
No, I understand. But some areas in Cape Coral, you know, they let you do a duplex or something. So I was just asking, what's it zoned? Is it zoned only residential, or?
I don't have any idea. I don't live in Lee County. I live in South Florida, you know.
South Florida. We're in South Florida. I'm in South Florida right now.
I'm in Miami.
I'm in Miami too. Well, that's fantastic. Maybe we can meet face to face and do the deal if I move forward.
I live in Sunny Isles.
Sunny Isles, no kidding. Guess where I'm at? I'm in Aventura. I'm looking at the mall right now. I'm looking at the Aventura Mall as we speak.
No, I live in Sunny Isles in Ocean Bay.
Yeah. I go to Sunny Isles all the time.
Listen, I have a property with tenants inside. My relatives live in Coral Springs. Maybe you want to buy to rent?
Wow. That is fantastic. It's a small world. I didn't know it was you were so close by here. If I were to let me ask you, if I were to just get this off your hands, would you take 20?
No, listen, you have to understand. I'm not a regular seller. I have a lot of land. I'm a real estate broker. And I will not sell. If somebody give me 40 grand, I will think about it. I haven't called Cape Coral for a while.
Okay. Well,
you know, so many people who buy a resale, they buy for construction companies. They send advertisements, they call me, they bullshit a lot. You know, everybody wanna make money. I understand this. Yeah. But you will not make money of me right now. You can buy and keep this or build something after you make money. But to buy from me right now and resell to somebody, it will not happen. But I wanna maximum what I can get.
Did you say you were a real estate broker?
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. That's fantastic. And you said you sold a lot of property that you have, that you owned?
No, I own personal. It's my own property.
Right. That's what I'm asking. So you've been selling your portfolio.
But I not sell land. I don't sell anything in Cape Coral. But everybody who from Cape Coral, the realtor call me or dealer call me, they try to buy for sale. It cannot happen, you know. They offer me money, what I will pay for it. For example, like you offer me 20,000, I will pay for 20,000 if it will be good lot in Cape Coral. You understand me? You will resell him for Dory or for something.
I understand. Yeah. Okay. But are you at all, negotiable on the 40?
No.
No, that's the minimum.
No, I
you want?
tell you right away. No, I will not sell. I in real, I don't want to sell. You know, if I will get 40, I will sell.
Yeah.
If not, I don't need this money. I don't know where to put this money.
Okay.
If I buy some property and I not enough money, of course I will sell. But I don't buy anything. Now I sell 4 apartments.
So if I gave you 40, you would sell. That's what you said, correct?
I hope yes. I no. If you tell me you send me proposal or I send to you, and this I will start to thinking about this.
Okay. So what about if I gave you 45, would you help me with the financing?
When you're talking about financial, how much you will put down payment?
It's up to you. That will be up to you. Because you would be the bank. Typically the bank makes the rules. So you tell me, if I were to give you 45.
Okay, you will pay 20,000.
Typically it's 10%. Will you take 10% down?
10% down, it means you will pay me for 4,500. For how long you want to take this loan?
How about we do a year?
1 year?
Yes, 1 year.
What interest?
It depends. What kind of interest do you want?
No, but now if you go to commercial interest, it's like 7%. What you have in your mind?
Will you give me 7%? Is that okay with you?
Probably.
Okay. So let's kind of talk about that and think about it. So if I gave you 7% on the 45, let me do some math here real quick. Let's see, I'm just putting it in my calculator now. So 45. So that is 3150 for a 1 year term. So how about so that will make the total $48,000. I could do that.
In other words, like I understand, let me repeat, my English was so well. You want to put 10% down, you want to contract for 45,000. You want to put 4,500 down payment, in the rest you want to take on 12 months with interest 7%, is correct?
That is correct, yes.
You want to on 12 months, correct?
That is correct, 12 months.
Okay. You need only 1 lot or you need more lots?
How many do you have?
In Cape Coral, I have 4 lots. I have 3 lots in Lehigh Acres. I have in Northport 3 lots. What else I can tell you around? I have in many counties in Florida, like Levy County, North.
Oh, Levy.
I have in Sapphire. I have a lot.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, we can do a lot of business, let me tell you, because the goal here is to build something. And I know what you were saying earlier. People just try to transact it, like you were saying, and make a little bit of money in between. But I've been an investor for a long time. I'm interested in building. So if you work with me, I can probably be able to transact a lot of these. If we're talking, if you help me with the financing, we'll be able to do a lot.
But could you tell me, please, how you buy, for example, you get my lot, okay? You have the lot. To get this builder, like I know, I don't go to Cape Coral for a long time, but local company builders, you have to be online 2 years before they will start to build.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I not understand the reason for you want to be connected for 1 year, okay? But you will build in 2 years, maybe more.
Yep. Yeah. That I know the system. And we've made it work in the past.
Or maybe you have your private builder company. I don't know. Maybe you have. I don't know. You bring it to Cape Coral, you will build it another place.
Yeah. I have a large network of builders and associates and stuff that we're able to pretty much take on projects like this, and we've done them before. Like you mentioned Levy County. I just got one deal done in Levy County with somebody, and you also have to wait there, and then you have impact fees and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it gets really fun, and I'm being facetious there, but yeah, we can definitely keep talking and see how we can make it work.
Yeah, maybe I have a relative. It's the father of my son-in-law, and he investor. If he wanna build, also, I can connect you to him. Maybe you'll working together.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. Let me do one thing. Let me see if I have your email address here so that we can start communicating.
Bottom line, I wanna ask you, where did you get my phone number?
I think it was just the skip tracing that one of my assistants did. You spoke to my assistant before, and as you know, you being a broker, there's a lot of companies out there that offer skip tracing services. So I think that's how we got your number, and I think specifically it might have been look up people, and you might have come up as a broker. I'm not sure really how it happened, but when you're a broker, it's a little bit easier to skip trace. So that's probably how we did it.
Okay, anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep my phone number. I will talk to my relatives and will tell him about you. And maybe you connect to each other. Okay?
Yeah, that sounds good. And look, Isaac, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you talking to me this long. And yeah, let's keep in touch and let's see what we can do. I'm going to text you right after this, and if you wouldn't mind sending me your email address after, I would appreciate that.
I will send you. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Isaac. Have a good day. Thanks. Bye-bye. And then sometimes you get somebody like him who owns a lot, he's well connected, he understands, and he would like to give me terms. So when he told me, well, you're not going to be able to build for 2 years and you're only asking for a 1 year term, I didn't want to hit him back in this call about, well, give me 5 years, which is my original goal, is to ask him for 5 years, at least. So I decided, just because he's very savvy and he's a broker and stuff, I did a very soft landing. Then, I'm gonna come back to him and say, give me a little bit more time. And he probably will. Of course, I can't guarantee it, but when I did that soft landing, he opened up. If you saw that, you realized that he was able to connect me with other people, builders, and then other family members that want to sell. So this could be and builders. He knows builders and everything else. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. Maybe we can make a deal. Maybe you can see this and you can say, hey, like the 10% down, which is 4,500 down. And if he gives us, 5 years to pay him, then it can turn into a good situation, because, we can build a $300,000-$400,000 house on there, for maybe 100,000. Maybe I have a builder that can do it for about 150,000. So that is a good opportunity. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to text him now. I'm going to make the notes. He's a real estate broker and owns several properties that he has been selling. He has family that also owns real estate and would like to sell. I asked for seller financing and he said yes. Will text to get his email and then start going back and forth. He lives in Sunny Isles, which is less than 1 mile from me. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put him on warm lead here. Then going to texting. Great chatting with you, Isaac. Looking forward to connecting with you and your contacts. Maybe we can meet in person soon. In the meantime, please send me your email address. Thanks, Ben. Okay. All right, so that is done. Warm lead. So we got a discount in terms of the payments. Got to make it work. So now we have to sort of walk the deal and see and see about the monthly payments, see what we can do. So move on to the next. We got one that was a great call, so let's move on to the next. So that's all we do every day. Every day I speak to somebody who might be a potential opportunity. So I'm pretty much at 20 to 30 people a month, and out of those we can pluck out, like I said, 5 to 10 opportunities typically, and then from there we purchase about 1 or 2, and the rest you can take advantage of.
Hello.
Hey, Steven, how's it going? This is Ben.
Who?
Ben, I was calling you back. You had spoken to my assistant about your property there in Lehigh Acres.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, wanted to see if you still wanted to move forward in selling it.
Yeah. How much?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, what were you thinking? What? Give me a ballpark range.
I paid $29,000.
You paid 29. Okay. Is this a while ago? Because I know when I speak to people that own property here, they've owned them for like 20 years.
Yeah, I've owned it for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you said 29.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And are you at all negotiable on that price?
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay. Let me take a look at a couple things here. Let's see.
Yeah, the address of the property.
Yep. 345 Paul Crest.
Sounds right.
Okay.
Give me a good offer and I'll think about selling it.
Okay. Do you live in the area? Do you live in Lehigh? Okay. I'm in Florida. I'm actually close to. I'm North Miami. So, are you in Florida?
No, I live in New York.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Okay. Well, do you would you do 15?
And by the way, I can tell you, I have a friend who also owns properties on one that's in the area. In fact, I have two people, so I can actually, if you're interested, there's kind of 3 similar properties.
Oh, sure.
So,
Okay. Sounds good. I appreciate it. Thank you, Steve.
okay, bye.
All right. Bye-bye. He had to go. He was rushing to go. But he said he has 3 other people that will be interested in selling. Okay, let's move him to. He was in a rush and didn't allow him to ask much. Okay, so I will circle back with him. This is New Hampshire. Okay, let's see if this is sold. Indeed, it is sold. So I hope, I know that my videos are not entertaining or anything like that, but I am showing you really pretty much how to go shopping here for assets. I know they're extremely valuable because I've taught people how to do this, and everybody's doing well. So let me just put it that way. So believe me, I don't think that I'm the most entertaining person in the world. I know I'm not, but I will tell you one thing. If you can kind of get the gist of this, you will find discounted real estate to generate retirement income. But the reason I do this is so that you and I can work together. You guys go ahead and contact me and we can do deals together. So, you know, let's generate retirement income. So as I'm going through these, they have been sold. So I'm just making notes here. Okay. Kevin.
Hi, reach 508-660-7652. We can't take your call. Leave a message. Okay.
No answer. Let's move on to the next. Fort Myers. Okay, let's see.
Please leave your message for
No answer. Okay, so now I have to go and find another victim. Okay. Let me see. And by the way, that guy I talked to, Isaac, that was very hard. I'm sure, and I hope you appreciated the salesmanship. He was pressing me for a prize and everything else, and I got it out of him. He who throws out the first number typically loses, so I try not to do that at all. So that was pretty good salesmanship. I hope you guys appreciated that about that call. It is not easy. I'm telling you, that's not easy at all to do. It really isn't. I like doing it. That's why I do it. But it can get very annoying. So it's not for everyone. This one sold for $17,000. Wisconsin. Okay. I don't see it being sold here. Okay. Let's see. Yep, it sold in 2021. Okay. Another that sold. Let's check this one out. It's not sold. Okay.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice.
No answer. Okay. Let's try to find someone else here that you can see if they will discount their property. No one is answering now.
Music Laura, leave your message, and I'll get back to you. Thank you.
Okay.
Your call has been forwarded to an
No answer again. So pretty much this is what we do. We look for properties that are that we can ask people if they will discount. And that's pretty much the job. Somebody's texting me now. Potential seller. Somebody else in Lehigh Acres. Let's see here. And so you just do that all the time, all day long. You know, you're looking at properties all the time to add or to find assets that put money in our pocket every single month. That's what we do, find assets.
Thank you for calling LMD of South Florida.
So I do this and I don't mind it. I've been doing it for a long time. That's what I do. I help, you know, I pretty much, you know, of course I help with finding opportunities and stuff like that. And I call and I negotiate, but I pretty much, I help people generate retirement income. That's what I do, retirement income. And I help them retire with real estate. So if you're looking for retirement income, if you want to retire with real estate, keep following the channel, you know, because I show you, that's exactly what I show you every time. And even if you aren't, if you're too young to retire, it's better to retire young. But if you aren't too young, go ahead and also give me a like, a follow, subscribe, because my goal here is to help you, do everything I can to help you generate retirement income and find assets that generate retirement income for you and your family. That's what we do here. And I showed you, I don't just tell you this is what you need to do. I show you, and that's what I attempted to do in this video, is kind of show you so that you can do it yourself. I think that was a fantastic call that we had with that gentleman, Isaac, and you can do the same thing. However, if you don't think that you want to be on the phones like I am all the time, then contact me. We can go through this together, and let's generate. It's better to generate income, retirement income together, because that's my goal. So why don't we form a mastermind between you guys and me, and we can generate retirement income together? It's better to do that. I find the deals. You guys find people, that can help us get the deals done, which I also have people like that, et cetera, et cetera. Let's see how we can work together. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Go ahead and comment below. Contact me and let me know if you want to get involved, or if you're interested in the properties that we are generating here. Talk to you later.